DBN here from Aussie Vapors. Now tonight Australia is going to put a 25% tax increase on the price of analogs of cigarette. Now vaping has gained a lot of traction in the last 12 months in Australia, but you can only really kick off from here. Now all the talk on the forums, I know it may seem confusing about HV, PG, VG, ETC, and it might put you off, but my videos are here to simplify things for you, so keep watching and I hope you enjoy them. Now, everything I mentioned in this clip is going to have a link to it in the description, so make sure you check that out afterwards down there. Now, before I start, I just want to clarify that e-cigs aren't actually illegal in Australia. What is illegal is the resale of nicotine-based e-liquid or e-juice. It isn't illegal to import them for personal use, so check out the forums on information on suppliers and where to order them from. But over the past couple months, we have had hardware vendors who are local opening up, and they do sell 0 milligram juice. So make sure you check them out. There's word that there's more opening up, so keep up to date and I'll post them all down there. Alright, so the most recommended device to get is the Joy 510, which is this thing right here. E-cigs typically come in 3 parts. You got your battery, your atomizer, and your carts. Battery, self-explanatory. It's the battery. Lights up, heats up the atomizer, or the addy, and the cart stored liquid. So what you want to do is you want to buy a kit. They're about $35 from eciggs.com.au. That comes with 2 batteries, 2 addies, and 5 carts. Now every part it's wear and tear. The batteries eventually fail, the atomizers eventually burn out, and carts, well, they're replaceable. You generally want to keep a different cart per different flavor so that you're not mixing flavors in your carts and have a whole bunch of fruity mix or in your mouth. So you want to buy spares so you don't leave yourself dry without people. So the Joy 510 is a reliable unit, and I use it myself from day to day. It looks like a cigarette, it's small, it feels nice. And look at the size of that. The only downside is the battery life, and it's probably the worst question in the world, which is how long does the battery last? It really does depend on how much you're vaping. If you're vaping constantly while watching TV or drinking or something, you might get an hour and a half, 2 hours out of the battery. But on a work day, I mean, I've had the battery last me all the way to work, during work, a couple puffs here and there, and it ran out halfway home. So, it really depends on how much you use it. But Joy, or Joy, I'm not sure how you say it, but they've got that covered. I mean, they've got mega batteries, which these are your normal batteries. Got mega batteries that probably come out to about there. And I'm not too sure how they last because I don't have any. I personally went for personal charging case, or PCC. Now what this does is goes in USB, plug into your computer, and you charge that. It's got a battery pack inside, so you bring this around with you, and you can charge your batteries on the fly. It charges your batteries about 5 times. Press the button here, opens up. This is what I usually bring to work. So on a normal work day, got my e-cig, bring the personal charging case, fully charge your battery about 5 times during the day if you need it, which you probably don't. In there you got your battery, you got holders for spare carts, and a spare addy in case you burn out on the road. Just say your battery dies on you. You take it out, put it in your case, close it. Red light will show that it's charging. Connect this one, and off you go. You definitely want to get a starter kit, and you definitely want to get a personal charge case. Remember, the starter kits come with 2 batteries and 2 addies, so you might want to buy a couple more, but you should be good to go. I mean, if you just want to try it out. And that was pretty much everything you need to get started, but you might want to get a couple extras. For example, if you spend a lot of time on the computer, USB charger, USB that end battery goes into, and charge away. Another thing you want to get if you spend a lot of time on a computer is a USB pass-through. Now what it is it's a battery connected all the way through to your USB. You can actually get straight pass-throughs that don't have a battery. This one's got a battery in the middle. The difference being the straight pass-throughs, you will get the same voltage or wattage or whatever from whatever the USB port's pulling out. You know, so if you have a lower powered USB port, you're going to get low power from the pass-through. If you have a high powered one, you're going to get high power. The one with the battery in the middle actually regulates the power. It charges the battery and you get the same constant vape on this end, I guess. So yeah, that's the pass-through. Connect your Addy in your cart, straight there, and vape while you connect to the computer. Saves your life if you're around a computer, don't have to use your battery. Now, last but not least is juice. So there's been a lot of reports of people buying juice, and as the taste buds come back from the nasty analogs, the juice they liked at the start ended up being the juice they hated, and the juice that they once thought was dull ended up being their favorite. So my recommendation is get a couple of 10ml bottles. These are 10ml bottles from Health Cabin. These are actually the juice I got when I first started vaping. You see, there's still a little bit left in them. Yeah, grab a couple of samplers, grab a couple of fruity ones, grab a couple of tobacco ones, and grab a couple, your own preference, you know, your Red Bull, your chocolate, your vanillas. They'll last you ages. So what you can also do with the juice is order in, I don't know, like 50ml of high milligram mixed stuff from overseas. You know, your 26mg from Health Cabin or Heaven's Gift or wherever you prefer to order from. Bring that in and then order your flavored juice locally. So e-liquids actually sells things called doublers, which is double the flavor in the juice. Now this juice is perfect for cutting down with a nicotine no flavor juice. You'll still get a lot of flavor and you still get the nicotine. Nicotine stuff will taste exactly the same, except you know you don't have to wait the long shipping times for your juice. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. Watch my review on the Joy 510, and I'll show you everything from filling the carts, what to do with atomizers when they're new, how to connect your batteries, how to vape it. But apart from that, happy vaping.